Good morning, it's Laura from the Green Giraffe Eats. I woke up to a great question on Facebook today from one of my followers, Melissa. She was asking what type of knives I would recommend that she buy next. So I thought I will make a video of my knives this morning. So I use Calphalon knives. They are not the top of the line chef knife out there. There are knives that can cost $200 to $500 per knife. These run around $30 to $40 per knife, which I think is a much more reasonable price point, especially for home cooks. What every home cook should have, at least my opinion is a chef's knife, a serrated edge knife, and a paring knife. If you have those three knives, you're going to be able to do almost everything that you would need to do in the kitchen. So you don't really need one of those big block sets that has, 15 knives in it for things that you probably will never use. So these are the three basics. I have two types of chef knives here. This is a traditional Western knife, and this is a Santoku knife, which is a Japanese type of chef's knife. You will notice that the Western knife has a curve to it, and the Santoku is a lot straighter. And that just is a different style of cutting. So when you cut with a Western knife, you're gonna rock the knife, and that's what you use the curve for. The Santoku knife is much straighter, so it's a different motion. It's not as fluid. Some people like it better, and they're like I said, they're Japanese, and they are really coming over to the United States a lot more. They also have these little divots in them. You'll see the Western knife does not. And those divots are supposed to help food from sticking. So if you're cutting a vegetable or something like a fruit or something kind of soft and wet, the item is not gonna stick as much as it might stick to the Western knife. So a lot of people really, really like those. I like them both, and that's why I have them both. So it's really up to you depending how you like to cut. I'm gonna do a little demonstration with one of my Garden Fresh tomatoes here. I just want to let everyone know, if you have a serrated edge knife, that's what you're going to want to cut a tomato with. You can use a chef's knife, but it might flatten the tomato if it's not sharp enough. Any serrated edge knife will do. So just having one in your house is enough. You don't need to buy a special tomato knife or a bread knife. Just nice fluid motion, and you cut it. Those little teeth grab onto the tomato skin and cut through. You're going to want to saw through. That was that little demonstration. A paring knife is something that you will probably use on a regular basis, small chops. I use it because I've been doing this for so long for hand work. I can peel an apple and I hold it like this. So that's my use for a paring knife, and then just whatever other cuts I need to make. So I do like to use that. And then a chef's knife, you can use for cutting anything, cutting through meats, cooked meats, raw meats, or doing something as simple as preparing vegetables like I am doing right now. I didn't even peel my carrot because I'm just using it as a demo. So we're just gonna go down the middle. See how I'm rocking? And we're gonna make it flat right here. And then when you're doing the chef's knife, you're gonna rock. You also notice how I'm keeping these two fingers back, this finger in front, making a little shape like that to protect my fingers to not cut them off. And then you're gonna get some nice cuts. And we just cut a carrot. So again, wrapping up, a chef's knife, a serrated edge knife, and a paring knife are what I think every home chef needs. One last thing I'd like to point out is that when you purchase a knife, you want the blade, see the stainless steel part, to go all the way through to the handle. That's what this stainless steel is right here. It goes all the way through to the handle. So it's not just like a little tiny, a lot of them are like a little tiny piece of metal that's kind of screwed in. These blades go all the way through. So that's something you should always look for in a decent quality knife. And this one, same thing, even down to the paring knife. That metal's going all the way through. So it's a solid piece of steel that you're using. I hope you found this helpful. Again, thanks for the question. If anybody else has any questions, please let me know. I'd love to answer them. Have a great day.